I can probably patch. Mm, mm, somewhere here in case somebody wanted to type. All right, so hi everyone. Um, I'm doing my VOD review right now for the BTC tournament. All right, so everything pretty looking enough. I'm sorry about that. I probably really should take the last tablet that I got, like ease up my cough on. Let me see if I can grab that really quickly. Uh, all right, so while I wait to for this tablet to dissolve in some water, um, quick. All right, so let me start over really quickly. So this is the first game I played. Um, and when I pulled Sammy in the tournament, it was like, all right, probably playing against something Quidditch related, which didn't end up happening actually, which I think is kind of blasphemous, coming from our number one Quidditch fan. But yeah, it was a McGonagall starter deck, and I ended up losing. So let's see how that went, right? Um, wonder if I could like up the speed. Oh, there we go. So I think I choose to keep this hand. Whenever uh so whenever I look for an opening hand, I'm looking for at least like two Weasleys, and I'm like definitely just looking for Ron, like my main concern here, right? I want Ron on the board as early as possible, so that way my characters cost less, and I just get to start doing my thing, right? So first turn, I pay Ron, pass back. I did win the dice roll, pretty sure. Yeah, so all right. Tablet dissolved. Ugh, not good at all. All right, so I draw into Arthur on this turn, so I figure why not, right? I'll just go find my stuff. Play Arthur, play Bill, and then use Bill. Like you almost always use Bill to go find Clock. There's only a couple of instances where you go look for something else, but yeah. Also, fun fact: if you look for something with Bill, you don't have to show your opponent. All right, so Sammy now shows that he's playing creatures. Uh, at this point, I should probably already be thinking about like sideboarding in game two. We should probably bring McNair, but instead I end up playing House Elves and Snape to kind of protect myself from his damage every turn. So I take 3 now because of the Sandstone Gargoyle. Hits me with a Monster Book of Monsters and another lesson. I decided to play Seamus now. I probably could have played him earlier. Um, but I decided to play him now because I'm really looking for uh, a Transfig card or like a McGonagall, but I can't use McGonagall, right? Because my opponent's starting McGonagall. But I'm looking for a way to play this Clock. Because now I don't have a color that matches. So until I find a Transfig lesson, I'm kind of screwed. Or an Alchemy lesson. Alchemy lesson's fine too. I decide to do I decide to kick 2 for Seamus? Yeah, I do. So now I have all 5 Weasleys on the board. Now it's just a matter of can I find the right ones. I kick Seamus and Ron, because I'm probably planning on playing these sugar-free candies to fill up my hand. I'm kind of it's been a while since this game has been played. I heal 2 off of Kitchen House Elves, and then I take 4 off of his stuff. So effectively, I'm kind of keeping up with his damage output for now, right? And I also have a Snape that I don't use yet. All right, so I found my lesson. Let's see what I do with it, right? I should probably just like play it and then play my Clock. But maybe I'm thinking about whether or not he'll be able to remove it. I don't think I'm gonna use Seamus though. I think I'm just gonna pass back and see what he does. Yeah, I'm gonna decide to heal with House Souls and then see. Which I haven't really seen a whole lot, right? So, um, I haven't really seen a whole lot from his deck, right? I know that he's playing McGonagall creatures. I know that his second color is potions, but what exactly are the cards that he's playing? Like he's only shown me one card so far. Is he playing like healing? Is he playing uh damage cards? Like I don't know still, right? So it kind of makes sense for me to see what he wants to do. And there comes the Welsh Crate. Holy. So I take 6 out of nowhere. Now I'm kind of scared, right? Because after this turn, I can only start doing damage after this turn. So when Sammy passes again, I get to start doing damage. So I think I forget about clock here. Do I? Okay, I do not. So let's go see what I find. I'm not very happy with what I find, but I think for now I have to take Zograf. Uh, it's either that or Bill. So let's see what I end up taking. Um, there's always a possibility of just like shuffling it back in, but I think you always want to have another card. Because you want like from my perspective, you want food for Seamus. To get another action back. So yeah, I think I look at that one first, but I have the other ones like already like I have both sugar-free candies in my deck, and then I draw into the magical mess remover anyway. So I decide to hit my opponent for 11 with Arthur. The first time I get to do it this turn. I should have really used Snape a lot earlier, I think. Okay, so I decided to use Snape now. I think it's because I'm setting up for um a magical mist remover here. So I decide to use Snape now, and then I think the next turn, I think now I'm playing magical mess remover. Yeah. So I'm playing magical mess remover. Kick my Snape. Kick my copy of Snape. Kick my copy of kick my copy of Bill, and prog Genie that way. Draw 2. And I find a potion lesson off of it, so I can play my sugar-free candies a turn after it anyway. Although one change I really want to make already is I want to play more. Oh, I decided to use Seamus for what? Oh, is it Seamus? Oh, it's Seamus for Krill. Okay. Is that good? I mean, it might be. Wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So no, he's on 6. So he needs one more lesson to play Welsh Green. I'm not sure if that was the play, right? Because he can just play Monster Book and then Welsh Green. Me. I'm not sure if that was okay. Like when I look back on it, why did I not just like either end the turn or play Zograf? If I did want to use Seamus anyway. Because yeah, I don't know. I should have played that differently, I think. I'm not sure what could have been different. Like looking back on that, I should have probably just like ended the turn. Right? I probably should have just ended the turn after and see what he did. Or maybe Zograf was better because Zograf would have blocked the Welsh Green once and I would have been able to remove it again. I would have been able to remove it again and then maybe play another one. I'm pretty sure playing defensively here was not okay. Also, now I'm basically kind of forced to kick my hand uh when his turn ends. Or I'm supposed like yeah, because like I want to play Bill again because I can't play him now. So yeah, he's just gonna do that again. Yeah, that wasn't a great Quirrell. I'm not really sure. I'm also kind of doing this VOD review because I wanna like see what other people think about how I played, and that way I wanna become an overall better player, if that makes sense. I mean, I guess like it should make sense, right? So I'm gonna use Molly's effect to find Bill. I think I'll play him, right? And here's where I should look for another Snape. Yes. Use Seamus to play it. No, and here's where I play Zograf. Well, I probably should have played Snape. And I forget about House Elves. But I do use Zograf there to get rid of the damage that the Welsh Green does. And here's where it comes and here's where I lose game 1, I think. Pretty sure here's where I lose game 1 entirely. Pretty sure this is the turn. Because this fucking maniac, this absolute madman, he put fucking Misery Polyjuice in his main board. I mean, he got to play it this turn, but now he gets to play it even more. Is it coming out now? Oh. I'm looking at my discard pile. It's because maybe I forgot. Maybe I remembered that I was supposed to use Kitchen House Elves. I forgot it so much, man. Yep, there it is. The Bisbrew. I think I just lose. I think he hits me for 22. And the max I can heal is 9. So yeah, that Quirrell, I don't think it was any good. That Quirrell wasn't any good. Also, I could have eaten. So yeah, I kind of just lose here, I think. I remember Sammy going crazy because he was like, "Oh, what the hell did you do?" And I inverted the card. So he turned off the kitchen house elves. So like I can't heal 2 at the start of my turn. So I think I just play Clock and Snape. So yeah, I think that's the end of game. Game 2, right? Yeah. Okay. So I think Quirrell. I think that a turn with Quirrell was like the beginning of the end in that game, right? Also, uh, this guy playing Sammy playing Miss Brood and mainboard is also kind of crazy. But even so, I shouldn't have used my Quirrell like that. I should have used it later in the game, I think, and I could have used Zograf. And the way I played Quirrell wasn't great. Um, because I used Seamus and then I kicked like the card, like I kicked the potions card that I could have used to play my sugar-free candies. I should have played what was in my hand more than like try to desperately mold my hand to the situation. And then in this game, I think I make a second blunder by yeah, right here. Sideboarding pep talk against the starter McGonagall. Really, really, really advanced mechanics. Really, really, really advanced mechanics going on here. Do I keep my mulligan? I don't think so. I don't see a Ron, so I don't think I'm keeping this. It's going right, yeah. All right, so I do start because I did lose. And I end up taking a mulligan, and this is a fast hand. Sorry about that. Yeah, and this is a fast hand. So I start playing Ron turn 1 again. They respond with 2 lessons. Play Ginny and a lesson. So you can activate Ginny by playing 3rd year lessons. And seeing as I had a lot of the same cards in my hand, I figured I wanted to draw 2 next turn. So it's totally okay to just play Ginny and a lesson. Especially because last game I took some time finding both of my colors. So yeah. I go find I think I go find a potions lesson. I have a transfig one in hand. And I draw 3 that turn. Alright, so now we're cooking because I found a Seamus. So I'll play Seamus, I'll play Bill, then I'll kick Seamus, kick a couple of Weasleys to get out my Arthur, and there you go. I have everything. Then I go find Bill, and I think I find is it Rita I find here, or is it McNair? Oh, it is McNair. So it's McNair because, yeah, that's also like the That's also one of the changes I made, right? So I think I took out my McGonagalls. I put in a copy of McNair. I put in a copy of Neville because Neville is the card that I play against Misbrood. Um, Maybe there was like a way to like visually show the cards that I'm talking about. Um, but I'm kind of lazy right now, so I'm just gonna assume that you know what card I'm talking about. Also, if you don't know what card I'm talking about, you can visit Accio.cards on your web browser. Any which one would work. And if you type the card in the search bar, the one that I'm talking about, you can look at it and be like, oh, that's what he's talking about. So yeah, Misbrood is like the main thing I have against Misbrood is Neville, because he just like caps the damage at 8. It's a very good card against Misbrood Polyjuice, so that's immediately what got put in as well. And then I put in I put in a copy of McNair, and then took in a copy of McNair, and then I took out some things. I think I might have taken out like sugar-free candy or like copies of Pep Talk, and that was like a big blunder. Um, what I should have done was I should have played Teacup to Rat or maybe Filch, because maybe they're playing an adventure against me. Like you don't what's it called? Like you never know, right? So I like I've already taken Pep Talk out of the sideboard for this deck because I don't think it's very good. In this deck in particular, like maybe I'll like consider it in other matchups, but it was basically a cheap way to win game 2 if I noticed that my opponent didn't play any cards above a certain power cost. So uh, that's why I've decided to take it out. Also because I completely blundered in using it. So I end up taking damage from the thing, from the gargoyle, and then he plays Pixie, which are the bane of my existence. Of course, he's gonna take the McNair here. There is no way you don't take the McNair. Or you take Snape if you're really afraid of me healing. But if I were him, I would either take Clock or McNair. Alright, he ends up taking the Clock. So now I'm annoyed, right? Because I don't have a way to play my Clock. Nor do I have a way to find it because I've already used a copy of Bill and I don't have another way to do it. So yeah, I'll just play McNair and I'll play Snape and cry slightly. I think I looked at my discard pile because I was like, all right, let me. Is there any Hannah? And there's the hiding from Snape. So now, even if I have a clock, I can't play it. So he's completely locked me on the field right now. I think I might have also forgotten to take some damage this turn. Um, I end up playing a lesson and the house elves so that I can get some passive healing going. Um, the only feasible way for me to win right now is probably through Rita, uh, which another copy. I think there's one copy in my deck still, so we'll see where that goes. Right. They just forget to take damage the whole time. And there's the Azkaban that comes down. Yeah, dude, they just forget to take damage the whole time. So, um, Azkaban comes down. I decide to say forget about it and just play my Neville for 2 actions. I don't really care that Azkaban's out right now, and then I'll heal 2 off of my house elves. I think this is a like small back and forth, and there I take damage for once. That's insane. He takes damage for once. Switches locations from Azkaban to Chamber of Secrets, so I'm not allowed to heal. And he gets to swipe another one of the Weasley clan. Decides he wants Bill. And I think I use this turn to fill up my hand, right? Yeah. See what I find. And it's not really anything. Take 3 off of his creatures. And I think at this point I'm looking for my copy of Filch. Alright, yeah, I also made a mistake here in healing because Chamber of Secrets is out. So now here I'm pretty much just looking for my copy of Filch so I can get rid of this adventure. If you weren't playing McGonagall, it wouldn't be as bad because I would have just been able to play a copy of McGonagall. But now that, you know, he's starting the thing, he's starting the character, I can't really do anything about that. All right, here's my Quirrell, which would be interesting if it weren't for the fact that hiding from Snape is still there, so it's not that I can use it now. But it still would be nice to get my cards back, and more importantly, maybe to save some of my HP. But maybe I'm just trying to like fill up more characters on a board. Take advantage of the fact he doesn't have Azkaban out on the field. Can I? Because I do seem to take my sweet ass time to play. Alright, so I take 4 from Sammy's creatures. He starts his turn. Yep. Fills up his hand some more as well, and he passes it to me. And there we go. I play Filch, I use him, and I kick 2 for Seamus to be able to use him. And now I get to start playing the game a little more, I think. Also, I have yet to use Snape. So maybe I should start thinking about that too. Like this turn or next turn. Oh, but I can't use Snape because I cannot heal. So, never mind. Me from the past. Alright, so now the Will's Green came out and I was prepared for it. So So he just discarded 2 cards for nothing. Uh, I took that back. Okay. Feels bad. I shouldn't have done that. That's not very sportsmanlike. Pass, Nick. Is it not just squirrel? Pretty sure it's squirrel. Yep, there you go. Come on. I'm not sure what went through my head there. So, first turn, my clock came out. Oh, I should have used Snape. No, I still couldn't do it. Gets me. Gifts out a pixie. I think he wants to take Hannah here. Sure. Yeah. And now, I think I'm looking for the Leaky Cauldron, and I find it right here. So that way I can start healing again. I draw. Find 2 copies. So I think first turn, every turn is 11. Yep, from Arthur with the clock. Then I'll play Leaky Cauldron. And then I what is it then? I think I'm contemplating on whether or not I want to use Seamus. Think the copy of Zograph should also come back. Yep, bring that back. And then I put 2 lessons at the bottom of my deck, and I am pretty much back on equal footing, right? He has to like try to compete with me. Like he has to play stuff back, and oh, there goes the Bundaman. So I just get immediately doomed by the Bundaman. First time I've seen this card be played. So that's pretty cool. So I'm crying now. Oh, and I find Rita. And I think I end up just kicking 2 cards in my hand to play her, because at this point, Rita deals damage for every unique card in my on my side of the field, right? So at this point, Rita deals 5, and I think she deals like 13 right now. So in 2 turns I win, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like 13, because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So yeah, she deals 13. So in two turns I would win if Rita stays on the board here. Looking at what I want to put back with Kitchen House Elves before taking damage. I get Stairs into Slides on Rita, which is annoying, but I would rather that happen than I would rather have that happen than to have it happen to like a Clockwork and Arthur. So Leaky Cauldron gets taken. I'm pretty sure he should have taken Bill. That's just me. Oh. Alright, so I drew a card for action 1 and I found a Hannah. which I immediately use, which is definitely the way to go here. Find a clock. And it's Rita? Yeah. And now I'm deciding on whether or not I want to use Seamus, but I think I decided against it. If I were playing now, I would decide against it because they probably have more removal. But I say fuck it and I put down the clock. And then heal 2 at the end of my turn. And right now I'm thinking Arthur plus Rita wins me the game. If he doesn't play if I don't get hit with like an 8 damage misbrewed polyjuice potion, and like if no funny stuff happens, he can only deal 8 damage a turn to me, so he can't win on this turn. Also, that Zargraph was turned off, right? Okay. So this is also a pretty cool turn because I get to find the exact fuel that I need for Seamus to play my cards and use them. So I hit him for 11 with Arthur. Uh, then I play Rita for my second action, and then I kick 2 for Seamus to hit him for, I think it's 13 with Rita. So it was like either exactly lethal or like one more than lethal. So yeah, even like so I made serious blunders in sideboarding, but I won the game, which uh basically doomed me for this game because I was like, oh yeah, let me just not make any changes, right? Also, I take out Barty Crouch for some reason, which probably should have been staying in the deck and probably should have been one of the first things I put down. Oh yeah, and there it is. There it is. Now I put in Pep Talk. Like very confidently too. Take out Barty Crouch. Take out my copies of Grip Hook. And just slam in the Pep Talk. And I think I decided to keep this hand because I see Ron. I see Ron and I see Neville, and those are 2 cards I immediately like really like, right? Had to make sure that I saw my opponent's deck. He has 62 cards in there. So I think we're experiencing some technical difficulty. All right, so I think we started. I think I keep this hand all the same. While I probably should have mulliganed because I remember this game as being really slow, and now it became even slower. I think because I do take a mulligan, and the only Weasleys I find are Ron. Or copies of Ron and Kitchen House Elves, but it's fine because I think I'm probably gonna look for a Weasley and play it now. Probably Ginny because I have an advanced lesson. I mean that's how I would play it. Play. Oh, okay. I think I decided to instead just play for the. Play for the healing against the creatures. Let's see here. So yeah, I think that's the think I did this too slow. I could have been faster. Cause now, because like I get why I played these quick kitchen hustles, but instead I should have played that lesson and found Ginny and then tried to play my advanced lessons out, which I'm doing now, but it's not that great. Also, yeah, I found Azkaban came out early and I played my Leaky Cauldron against it, so now I'm feeling pretty good, right? And there's the Squid Tentacles. Squid Tentacles into the Crookshanks, looking for 4 new cards. He's targeting himself with it. Use an action to find Bill and play him. And I think I look for Seamus with this one, right? Or I find a copy of Pep Talk. Because I'm not like I don't see anything above the power above 6 power. So I'm thinking to myself, oh yeah, let's do it. Like let's just find the Pep Talk and play it next turn. To which I'm a complete idiot. Because McGonagall's right there. It's the same reason I use her in my main board. Oh boy. Then my opponent told me like he was like, oh shit, he played Pep Talk, and then he realized like, oh yeah, I don't have to do that. He's like, great, I don't have to listen to that. You can put your speech where the sun don't shine. Take 8 damage for your troubles. So yeah, this was a slow game, but I made it a lot slower just by playing like this. My turn one was fine, like it should have been Ron, but my turn two should have been lesson and go find Ginny, and my third turn should have been advanced lesson Ginny, and then maybe I could have, if I played more advanced lessons, I could have found the rest of the family earlier. Because now he's like just overtaking me with damage, and I don't have the bill active to go find a McNair. So what I can do now is I think I'm playing Kitchen House Elves and an Arthur. Oh, it's Seamus, yeah. Because I have a huge hand anyway. So yeah, it's very regretful that I lost this game. Actually. Because the way I lost it is I blundered so hard in sideboard, it's insane. Like I should have looked at what my opponent's starter did and been like, oh yeah, adventures are probably not gonna be it this uh this game, chief. Because Grip Up Quirrell is always nice, especially here. Yeah, and then he just ends it. Yeah, that was just such a blunder. I end up like defending myself a little bit. I think I end up using Snape here. Uh, end up damaging end up damaging with Rita. But in the end, it's just not like. And there's a Dementor. So I got completely outclassed in sideboard, and then this last game I just played like it was a slow hand, yes, but it wasn't as slow as it should have. Like I made it a lot slower by the play I decided to make. Was just not ideal at all. All right, let's talk about the second game. No. Uh, all right, let's talk about the second game. So the second game I'm playing against Drew, and uh, Drew is playing a Weatherby deck, which is kind of funny, right? Because I'm starting his mother. So, um, I've played against Drew quite a bit in like preparation for this upcoming tournament. So we kind of already know what the other wants to do with his stuff. Let me blow my nose real quick. So yeah, we already kind of know what the other wants to do in terms of their game plan. Um, Drew's playing a item spam deck that finishes with Spiral Dive and Blackboard advertisements and draws a lot of stuff off a quick camp kit. He also uses the dreaded Omnioculars Gringotts combo as like a draw engine, sort of. I think he went 0-3 this tournament, and kind of feel bad because I think his deck is really good, but I think it kind of got held back by him really wanting to use Weatherby. Weatherby's a really cool niche card, but I don't think he's probably that viable as a starter. Please don't hurt me, Drew. Um, Maybe he's more of a control type beat because now Weatherby was playing in a really like aggro shell, right? So I started off with turn one Ron, play Arthur and Snape. The other turns, and I think now I have to start using Somali, right? I've developed kind of a habit during this tournament. I'm making that joke way too much. Alright, so I find a Hannah. I think I'll just go ahead and what am I gonna do here? I think I should just use Molly, right? Use Molly, find Bill, find McGonagall through Bill. It's always McGonagall. Yeah, there you go. It's always McGonagall because you need the transfix power, right? And also, it kind of distracts your opponent from your other stuff. Goes for Charms Book, Power Tent, Borrow Tent, and Borrow Tent was free because I played Bill. And then Omnioculars. I end up playing less and putting me at 3 power. I'm not sure why I did that. Maybe I could have just used or was the lesson already there? Now I'm curious. Nope, I played it. Okay. Oh, also, let me do this. Stairs and slides is McGonagall, which is A feels bad. But apart from that, that's fine. And then he plays picking on Neville with Weatherby. And he's targeting Snape. So I think I just get rid of Bill and a potions lesson. It's completely fine by me. Go ahead, find another Bill. Think I'll attempt to find another copy of McGonagall, right? Or is it Ginny? Oh no, okay. Decide to find Seamus this time. Plays his campfire stories out. Yeah, attempts another picking on Neville, targeting Snape, and I think this time I have to let him do it because I don't want to get rid of another card on the field per se. So yeah, I just have to let him do it here. Play Hannah, play Snape, and I'm popping Hannah here, getting rid of 2 of those to go find McGonagall, and I think it's Bill, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's a decent Hannah, right? Because it gets me back, a way to play a way to play my clock again. And now he starts playing the Blackboard advertisements. I just go ahead, go find McGonagall, go find Ginny, and I think I will kick 2 for Seamus to play it, right? Oh. Oh no, I cannot. I can't because Omnioculars is out. If I kick 2 for Seamus, he gets to draw a card. I had to pay more attention to the board state. So there's another copy of Snape. But I think I just want to play Ginny into clock, right? So yeah, that's the thing about his deck, right? So he draws all the items with Cam Kit, and then Campfire Stories gives him like 5 damage before the turn starts, and then he gets to deal another 5 or 6 with the amount of items that he plays. So now he's kind of put me into the vortex, right? So now I'm kind of either looking for a Quirrell, but I have Snape and Zograth in my hand, so I should be fine. I'm gonna go ahead and use my Clock's effect. I think I find a copy of Grip Hook here. I think I just end up taking the Grip Hook, or maybe it's a Rita that I want to take. Personally, Rita's probably no, Grip Hook's probably better because his whole deck is about like drawing cards, right? So yeah, I end up taking a Grip Hook here. End up using Arthur for 11 damage to his face, and I think I end up playing Snape second action because I don't wanna have to get messed up by a potential like quick camp kit spiral dive stuff, because I think that's what his deck ends off of. Um, that's like the main finisher, quick campfire stories plus uh the spiral dive card. So I healed 7 off of Snape, so that means I have 2 more than I started with before his turn starts. And so this turn is probably like decent to point out as well. He's tried to pick on my Arthur. Wow, that was a try to say that 10 times fast, even though it wasn't really that hard to begin with. Um, he's trying to pick on my Snape or my Arthur rather. So instead, I just get rid of Snape plus Seamus, and Snape plus Seamus, and then I get to draw 2 off of Ginny. I don't think I'd decide to do so, but in that situation, I could definitely do it. So he discards his hand. I take 13. And the way he played this was actually kind of scary, because now I have to win in 2 turns. Or I have to win this turn. Either I have to win this turn, or I have to hope that he doesn't somehow beat me. I have to hope that he doesn't somehow beat me by like shenanigans, right? Like I have to what's it called? Like if it wasn't for Zograf, basically, because that's also another thing, right? If it wasn't for Zograf, I would have lost here, because my plan was either I beat him up with either I like play Grip Hook next turn and he loses, or I have to like Arthur and Rita. But I think that's what I do right now. Or maybe I play it safe and I don't do that. But I should have probably. Do I end up taking a Rita? Rita, yeah, I should have definitely taken a Rita. Because now I just made it more difficult on myself. Also, I don't have Seamus, so maybe that's why I didn't take the Rita either. So the why I played Zograf here is because whenever he tries to Blackboard advertisements me, that way I can just block it with Zograf, and I win next turn off of Arthur. That way he decides to deck himself out for goofs and gaffs. So I end up winning game 1 here. Mm-mm-mm-mm. So let's see what the let's see what the deal is, right? So I decide to take out Um, so I decided to take out one Seamus and both of my sugar-free candies for Teacup the Rat. And I think that's decent because Teacup the Rat is the card that I put in here specifically for Omnioculars. Like, it gets rid of it, lets me draw a card, and then I can immediately use Seamus after. So, the first thing I did was to take out, like, Teacup the Rat and for Seamus, or put in Teacup the Rat instead of Seamus, rather. And I think that would have been a misplay. And I decided to take out Barty Crouch because I'm not really playing him, even though I probably should have. The mulligan is bad, but I'll play it. Also, he decides to let me go first here. Um, that's why, like, you see me go first, right? Just to, like, clarify that. Turn one Seamus, then I go look for Ron, and I decide to kick two for Seamus to play it. I probably should go find a copy of Genie. That's how I would do it now. But I think, okay, Bill instead. Bill instead is okay. Bill instead is okay because apparently I can just kick two for Seamus to play the Genie. Already 4 out of 5 Weasleys out and about. I think just being more aware of the fact that I am that I can like draw cards off of Genie should probably make my life a lot easier in this deck. Do I decide to kick two for Seamus to play it? Oh no, I have an action because of Gringotts. Oh, okay. I guess there's in the slides, and there's the Dementors on the lake, and I did not sideboard in Filch, so I have to solve these. And this is probably another blunder why I lost game 2 like that. So, but I do decide that it's probably easier to solve it right now than it is to solve it later. So I just go ahead and let him solve it. And yeah, kick two cards to put Seamus there. Kick two cards to put Ginny, and I can just go again. And oh, there's another Dementors on the lake. But now I'm like, okay, it probably doesn't really matter all that much because I can just play my clock now. Oh, and there is this sideboard card put in Smash, which is really good against my deck in particular. So now I'm basically forced to solve it again, pretty sure. Or not. I think I can, like, I'm thinking to myself that I can probably get past it, right? I'm also looking for where Quirrell went. I find a copy of Snape, though. Definitely not bad for the position I'm in. And I have a Hannah in there as well. I'm not sure why I'm playing. Oh, I played the lessons because I needed to play Snape, right? There we go. Get another heal. So the way I should have played against Drew is probably the way I should have played against um my next opponent, Steven. I think I played this game a little like haphazardly. Like some plays I really don't follow. Like, where is your copy of clock? Like, you're taking damage for no reason. And I think I just lose here. Because he draws 3, that's a Spiral Die for 20, and that's a Wormtail for 8. So I just lose game 1 here. But I think I like make some I think I make some adjustments here, right? So I put in I take out the Teacup Turret and I put back in Sugar-Free Candy. Or I decide to put in 2 Teacup Turrets instead of the Sugar-Free Candy and keep it to. And I keep this hand because Filch is in here. So I can just play Filch, discard 3 cards once, and not have to worry about that. Not have to worry about this adventure anymore. Go find Arthur, because that's the last card I need still. I decide to draw for an action here because I need to find my clock, and I do end up finding it. So, I end up abusing this pretty early, and now I can start using Seamus again. This is also very important too. Omnioculars turns off Seamus as a starter, but if you play Omnioculars plus Gringotts, then I can use Seamus again because it's the first time I get an action is from Gringotts. I think Drew's like explaining some rule to me here. I decided to like record these without any audio, so that way I could like talk over them and give some insights. I'm not sure if this is like educational at all. I'm kind of like trying to find a balance in between like what is good to be able to talk about, like following what's happening in the game, and then like talking about, oh, this I could have done better, this I don't really follow anymore. But that was a very solid turn, right? Play clock, use Seamus to deal 11. My clock gets stairs and slides the way, but that's okay. I think I. Okay, yeah. It gets stairs and slides, but I draw 2 off of Ginny here, right? Plays Campfire Stories, gets stairs and slides, but that's fine because I just get to draw 2 off of Ginny, and I find a copy of Snape, which is very helpful here because it lets me play my Magical Mess Removers. I'm tempted to play Hannah here for 1 card, but I think it's probably just better to play Snape. Yeah, play Snape, play Magical Mess Remover, and then I find another clock. and then I find another clock, and now I'm tempted to either play it or uh now I'm tempted to either play it now or play it next turn. Oh yeah, I can't. Oh wait, never mind. I probably should be able to just use Seamus here. I don't know why I'm not using him. Yeah, there we go. Use Seamus. Play the clock. Or I find a copy of Bill. Okay. Find a copy of Bill instead. Oh, it's because I cannot play the clock because Bill is removed. So I have to wait a turn. Alright, so I solve it before it goes off. Play a Bill. Go find a Quirrell. Use the Quirrell. Use the Quirrell. Kick 2 for Seamus to play Garpuk to win game 2. It was a very lame way to win. But, like, I saw it, and if I kept going like that, like, I think if I kept going like that, I probably would have lost because he just started to get off all of this stuff. So yeah, I think I played like some spots I played like kind of too defensively, if that makes sense. Like I definitely could have like how do you want to say that? Definitely could have abused the fact um definitely could have played Crouch earlier, for example. I think Crouch would have messed with him a lot because he was playing picking on Neville, was playing stairs into slides. I think those cards in particular could have messed with him quite a bit. All right, game 3. Um, my opponent's playing a very fun deck. I was so sick. It was earlier this week that I played this, or earlier last week that we played this, and I got like so ill all of a sudden. And I was like, yeah, I cannot play. I cannot play in VC. Like my voice is just too shot. So like I can play really quickly before work. I got sent home early that day as well. So I'm glad I won this, but like I was in a state, dude. I was in a state, dude. I'll keep the sand. Um, again, not really finding a lesson, but that's okay. Play turn 1 Ron. Brings out the touring the tents, which is pretty cool. I go ahead and play Ginny and Bill. Go find a clock. Or Seamus. Probably should have. Yeah, Seamus probably better here. Plays Unfogging the Future. This item is so cool. So it doesn't take an action for you to do it. And then you just get to look at the bottom, like the top card of your deck. And if you want it, you can just discard that and put something else on top instead. And more importantly, the way Steven uses this is even more funny. I really like how he uses this. So I think he just like used it and then saw that he liked the card that he wanted and then drew into it. It was pretty funny. I had to like infer kind of what was happening most of the time. So I'll play a lesson, play play sugar free candy to draw 3 cards. Really quick like, and I think I find another bill, so that's okay. Plays a potions dungeon here. So I see a lot of items, but I don't see like what they're really doing together. So I just decided to continue uh looking into my game plan, right? Um I go ahead and I find a Seamus with this build I'm playing. Go ahead and find an Arthur uh by discarding cards for Seamus. And now I'm just waiting on a Transfig lesson. And now the Fire Whiskey comes out. So now I'm like, oh shit, what is he doing with this? Is he dealing damage with this? Is he scaling with this to a bigger item? Like I'm very scared of what he's going to do now. So I decide to like the, I just decide to use up my um mess removers, like, right, like my discard cards, because I need a way to um I need a way to play my clock, right? I need a way to find. I don't know why I discarded that, but yeah. I'm thinking to myself that he's probably gonna start playing like removal and stuff, so that's why I played the crouch. But he just keeps playing items. I think it's uh, I think it's really cool to see. Oh, and he keeps playing items, and there's the character that he plays. There's the bill. So that makes this game a lot slower all of a sudden. Because I don't really have a way to remove characters from the field once they've hit the field. At least not in the current version of this deck. I think I made some changes that would make this matchup a lot faster. Um, but yeah, that was like the ideal moment of my opponent to like show me what character card, like what other character cards he could be playing that would benefit from him playing Lockhart hair from hair care potions, right? And then he finds the Muggle artifact with it, bro. Like, okay, so basically what he does is like he activates like a bunch of stuff. So Unfucking the Future deals 4 because like I think it deals 2 when I think it deals 2 when you peep, and I think it deals another 2 when you end up discarding it. Um Fire Whiskey deals 6. So that's like a total of 8 already. And then there's, you know, all the other items that he's eventually going to start playing. So he's just going to start popping off with the Smuggle artifact. And I really think that I should have kept fishing with I really think that I should have kept fishing with Ginny. Like I should have removed other characters. But I think like to me that turn was like, oh wait, I have to like start going now because otherwise I'm just gonna get screwed. So now he deals 14 damage to me. Now he deals 14 damage to me. Now I have to look for a Quirrell, right? I don't find it in the discard pile. There is a Zograph, so I do think I'm gonna go ahead end up using the Zograph. I think it's uh, I think it's Snape and Grip Hook, and I put a lesson in Zograph in my hand here. End up putting down the Snape. End up putting down the Snape, playing the Snape and putting down the Zograph rather. Quick heal of 7, and yeah, I really shouldn't have played my things like that. What's it called? I really shouldn't have like discarded the sugar-free candies and the mist removers like that. I think I should have like tried to dig for I think I should have like try to dig more for a Transfigulus in the traditional way. So now I'm basically at the mercy of how much damage he can deal to me, right? If he has enough damage to have lethal on me right now, then he wins the game. If not, then I can win next turn. And I think he wins with. I think I win with exactly one card left because he deals 16 off of all of the things that he does. Fire Whiskey twice and then Fogging twice. Yeah. So I play Clock. So Rita deals 10. And then Arthur hits for 11 after I've kicked my hand for Seamus. So I win with exactly lethal and with exactly one card in hand. Holy moly. He totally should have won that one because I played kind of bad. And I think I tried to rectify that immediately, right? So yeah, I put Filch in here because I think he's probably gonna try to play some adventures against me right now. I don't play Pep Talk, more importantly. And then I think I take out the Leaky Cauldrons here because I don't really think he's gonna try to play any. Like I haven't seen what's it called? I haven't seen a location that would benefit him yet, so I just decided against playing them all together. And the reason why is because I really want to have Teacup to Rat. Or maybe I play Teacup to Rat next game. So I still don't really know what he's trying to play. Like maybe he wants to play what the hell? Oh, okay. Just randomly fucking play randomly fucking use YouTube. Okay then. Let me see. Thank you, past Nick. Alright, I decided to have a mulligan. And I think I'm kind of glad with this. And I think I put Essential Nautilus chest in here just because of the fact that he was like trying to just because of the fact that he was trying to like I don't really know what he's trying to do. Like maybe he's trying to play solely around the Muggle artifact, but maybe he also maybe he's also like the guy that would play like Venomous Tentacular Juice, right? Have me draw myself out. But he plays a first turn Bill, which means that I'm playing again at a pretty big deficit because I have to get to 3 power again. But I had two advanced lessons in my hand, so maybe it wasn't that bad. So I decided to play Rita and hit him for 4. There's the Oblioclers, so I could not play So I cannot use Seamus anymore for the time being. I decide to just go ahead and play my copy of Arthur. And now I'm looking for one more lesson, which I think I will find by which I think I'm gonna find by playing. I don't know why I picked Rita. It should be not Bill. It should have been what's it called? It should have been the sugar-free candy there. But I decided to play Hannah and get the lesson that I need to play my clock the next turn. Why am I doing that? Fucking listening to my guilty pleasure. To my guilty pleasure while I'm playing the game. Did I not have? Oh, okay. So I end up drawing into. So I end up drawing into a potions lesson here. After taking damage. So I think I end up playing that instead. All right, I end up playing the advanced lesson instead and dealing 6 with Rita. I think I'm keeping up in terms of damage, but now he played the fire whiskey, so now I'm probably going to get blown up a little. So I would take 4 from the fire whiskey, but actually it's 8 in total because he has 2 muggle artifacts. Plus another 8 from both unfogging, so that's 16. I end up drawing a bunch of stuff. And now I got to play my clock. I'm not sure what happened here. I think he really did slow me down with Omnioculars to the point where it slowed me down with Omnioculars to the point where it was just not fun. Also, the fact that he played Bill first turn also really slowed me down. At this point, I really didn't think he was playing a character deck. Like, it was probably just items, but he was playing characters to like help him out. So instead, so I think what do I do here? Take out the essential knowledge tests. Take out Zograph, and then I think I put in Neville and Teacup to Rat. Because I think like he was playing a bunch of like combo stuff and it all like added up to like a bunch of damage. So if I just play Neville instead, um, if I just play Neville instead, he can only deal 8 a turn to me. Also, Teacup to Rat is probably like the hero of this game in particular. So I still cannot play Bill. I should have played Bill first turn. That was something that I kind of beat myself up over, but in the end, it turned out okay. But like, if people start like, if people like start having like a habit like that, I should probably just punish them. And if I have the card in my hand, just play it myself. Um, use Ginny again to fill up my hand. Go find an Arthur and play it. Go find a copy of Arthur, play it, and then use Seamus to play another lesson. And I think after this, I can go like I can look for clock, but I don't find it here. I think instead I'm probably just gonna play Snape another lesson. Like that's the way that I have to play it right now, right? I have to aggressively start looking for my clock, or I'm just gonna lose the game. Brings out a second Unfogging the Future and a Muggle artifact. Unfogging the Future does not use an action, so he can do that and deal 4 to me whenever he wants. Find another thing off of find a kitchen house elves off a thing that I will decide to play, and then I teacup to Rat his Muggle artifact, heal 2 off of the house elves, and he goes and finds 2 more. And I have another teacup to Rat in hand. So this is decent, right? I decide to just draw 1 and play a lesson. And there's a big turn. I take 8. But here, I think I'm just trying to I'm desperately looking for the clock, right? That's the only way I get to play the game. But now I've found Krill and Neville, so I get to bounce everything back. And he can only deal 8 to me per turn, and then I get to use Snape after to swing that back the momentum and back into my favor in a huge way. I can play my clock because I have the lessons for it. I'm on 5 power, which is like the largest amount of power I got to in this tournament. Plays the Muggle artifact. Plays another Unfogging the Future. I decide to teacup to Rat it, and I draw my thing off of it. Use Seamus to deal 11, and now I get to start cooking with gas, right? Story to Ted, Smuggle Artifact. I take 2 again, and I have another teacup to Rat. Draw for turn, Shaky Shake for 11 damage. Play Hannah. Get rid of those 2. Find Rita and Sugar Free Candy. Because I do have a Snape that I can still get rid of. And then I decide to kick 2 for Seamus to hit their artifact once again. And they decide to call it quits early. I would have won in 2 turns anyway, but yeah. I had to desperately dig for my clock there, and I only got it off of how the only way I only got it off of how how much card draw I have in between Ginny and Sugar Free Candy, and then Teacup the Rat also draws you a card, right? The way I'm gonna combat this in future games is I'm going to play another Weasley in sideboard. I think that's the way to go. I think. All right, so maybe now. See here. Did I show this? Yeah, okay. So the way I try to combat this, right, is now in sideboard, I took out the 3 copies of Pep Talk, and I think one more thing that I took out. But I have 1 copy of Lupin, 1 copy of Witherby, and 1 more copy of Filch, and I'm considering Essential Knowledge Test kind of has its place, right? But I'm considering Invisibility Section as another way to get rid of stuff. Invisibility section is a card. Like it's at 4 cost, and I get to choose something. And then if I have crouch on the field, like they can't pick anything unless they discard a lesson for it. It's pretty neat. So yeah, that was the whole ass VOD review. That was the whole ass VOD review, and now I don't know what to do anymore. um, so yeah, that was pretty much it for me. Maybe I want to yap some more about other decks that I made. I don't know. Probably not. Should probably just like head to the store. No more soda here anymore anyway. Yeah, I will see you guys in a later video or stream. Um kind of revived my old ass YouTube channel to put like Harry Potter trading card game things there. So maybe I'll link it in my Twitch chat. I don't know. All right, later.